So I'm doing my best efforts to turn my life around. I'm in a recovery journey with my medical disease profile of bipolar schizoaffective disorder. So far I've managed to do my best efforts to transition onto a whole food, plant-based, vegan diet approach to health and recovery, and trying my hardest to lose the weight and get on a healthy eating plan that's working for me type thing, where I don't really have to count calories and I don't have to restrict myself in a calorie deficit approach to weight loss, nutrition and science. I'm doing my best efforts to follow the upgraded accredited science by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine approach to health, fitness and weight loss. I'm very much in a recovery journey trying to reverse my pre-heart disease, diabetes and stroke risk, cancer risk as well. There's a lot of evidential information to show that this type of lifestyle approach can help reverse these conditions. So I'm very much interested in seeing what the diet plan has to offer and what it can do for me in terms of my brain chemistry recovery, because I've just had a year of eating whatever I want and having the freeing time of not having to take routine medications on a daily basis and running around pharmacists and doctors' offices filling scripts all the time because this pharmacist doesn't have that tablet, that pharmacist doesn't have this tablet, Webster packing. It's a whole ordeal. I don't know how elderly people do it. It's exhausting having to fill your scripts. But they do it because you want to live longer than ever before. So I'm just doing my best efforts to be in a full-blown recovery journey. There's a lot of, scrutiny around eating vegan type thing. I've got a lot of meat-fueled addiction issues that I have to address. I'm going to my grandmother's today and there's going to be KFC on the table, which is the complete opposite of what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm trying to work along this diet that I eat it once a week type thing to keep people on the table happy and impressed, because I very much struggle with my plate not looking like everyone else's on the table type thing. And yeah, so that's about it really. Just do my best efforts to transition onto a vegan diet as much as possible. I don't know if I ever realistically will ever get there completely. There are certain foods I struggle with. I've got struggle foods like a big breakfast on a Sunday like the next person, and fish and chips and tiramisu, chocolate. Not saying you can't have chocolate on a vegan diet, but sweets and pastries and all the rest that goes with food addiction issues. So I don't know why I'm trying to transition onto this diet, but I very much need something to address my weight, because I'm on a weight gaining medication that is just, I've packed on the weight so much this year. I've gained like 10 kilos worth of weight, and it's embarrassing for me to admit. I've gained weight over Christmas. I've managed to lose a little bit of weight on this diet so far. I'm only 5 days in, and I've already lost a little bit, which is good, but I very much need to stick to a more rigid approach to following a calorie density approach to weight loss and nutrition. And yeah, so that's about it really. Adding more vegetables into my diet, like salads and soups and things like that. Eating more greenery is a goal of mine this week. I'm going to have one cheat day type thing today because my grandmother's going to complain if I don't eat meat on my dinner plate type thing. So this is where I have a, conflicting values situation for myself. That's just how it is, really. Doing my best efforts to limit the amount of meat on my plate, but I haven't quite kicked the habit for good, so technically I'm not vegan. There are certain foods I struggle with, like condiments, Parmesan cheese on my pasta, other struggle foods that I struggle with, so I'm still eating animal products, but I'm very selective of where I eat them. And yeah, that's about it, really. I don't really eat vegan cheeses and stuff because I don't like them. I'd rather just eat the dairy cheese where I can. And yeah, that's about it, really. Just keeping on the mend, keeping in recovery as best as possible. So far I've gained a bit of energy on this diet plan program so far. And yeah, so it's the 13th of the 1st, 26. Yeah, so that's about it, really.